Hello and welcome to the Craft Parenting Podcast. Podcast about two Cincinnati craft beer lovers with a parenting problem. My name is Joe. This is my lovely wife and co-host Caroline.
Hey.
And we are back for another Beervent episode of the Craft Parenting Podcast. Where we dive into each day's Beervent calendar. Beervent, of course, is by Higher Gravity.
And the penguin is diving into Das Boot.
Yes.
He's had a few too many.
Yeah.
Or he got a concussion from last episode.
Yes. So we every day this December, we are recapping Higher Gravity's Beervent calendar, and if you want to know all about that, go back and check out our first episode. This is a series that we do every December, and we do it every day for you, dear listener and dear viewer. But right now, what do we have for day 19?
What? I just want you to know this doesn't fit like a glove because it fits like a mitten. A Hazy Double India Pale Ale from Weldwerks. Well, it's Homes Brewery and Weldwerks Brewing collaboration. Keep cold, drink now. And it is a dialed-in beer.
Yes, and it's a big one. It's a pint, first of all, so it's literally big. And,
hey, we found those missing 6.5 ounces.
And it is 8.1% ABV, so drink with caution, I guess.
Yeah. We certainly don't do this series for our livers.
Well, no. We drink responsibly because everyone should.
I chugged some water earlier.
So Weldwerks, I believe they collaborated with Wandering Monsters for
Last year's Beervent?
Well, I don't know if it was for Beervent, but they had a beer in Beervent.
Yeah.
I believe they are from Colorado, if my memory serves. I am over 21. I don't have to put in my reverse birthday. All right, about us.
Wait, we gotta do the beer first.
Okay, well, we will do the beer first. I didn't know that there was a format.
Well,
ooh, it looks juicy.
It does look very juicy. It's very hazy. Oof. It has a thick white head. It smells alcoholic. It also smells really juicy.
I don't smell alcohol. I smell hops. And
I'm probably equating the hops for alcohol.
Maybe you associate hops with alcohol.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. This is dangerous.
This yeah, it reminds me of a little bit of like the Tipo from West Side. Mm-hmm. Of course, that one's way bigger.
Yeah.
In ABV, I believe is it 10% or 9%?
I don't remember. I will produce and I will look that up.
It doesn't matter, but yeah, this is I can definitely taste the heaviness of it. I don't necessarily taste, like the boozy. It's not boozy, but it is heavy.
Yeah, according to Untapped, Tippa is 12.5%. Mm-hmm. So just a little bit more strong.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a triple.
Yes.
IPA, but this is a double. Is that what this is?
Mm-hmm.
It's a hazy double. I don't know that I've ever had a hazy double before.
I don't know either.
That's not really a style that I've seen. I've seen double IPAs. I've seen triple IPAs, as we just discussed.
Now, to be fair, we don't drink a lot of IPAs.
No, but we go to breweries and we see the boards.
Yeah.
A double hazy, that is not something that I've personally seen. Mm-hmm. Maybe I just don't get out enough.
We don't anymore, but We have lots of fun with the kids. I mean, we do get out. It's just...
I'm open to that. Let me know. The Craft Parenting Podcast on all social medias.
There's some brewery in Dayton that I want to visit because it has like an indoor play place.
Well, I mean, we don't have to go to Dayton for that.
What brewery in Cincinnati has an indoor play place?
I mean, there's West Side. It has an outdoor play place near it.
This is an indoor play place in the brewery.
But Dayton's so far away.
It's also Dayton.
Our story. So this is all about Weldwerks, established in 2015, and they're an award-winning, locally owned craft brewery in Greeley, Colorado. Recognized for brewing an array of beer styles, including Juicy Bits, one of the most highly regarded IPAs in the country.
I mean, this is a very juicy beer, but it's not Juicy Bits.
No, that's a different beer that they do. And creating chef-driven and intentionally crafted dishes in its in-house kitchen. So they operate on a 15-barrel, 3-vessel steam brew house and a 30-barrel, 4-vessel steam brew house. What was the second brewery?
I'm looking that up now.
Okay. I'm just going to summarize this further. They've garnered numerous medals and acclaim on the way, including being named Best New Brewery by USA Today's 10 Best Readers' Choice Awards in 2016, and multiple medals at both the Great American Beer Festival and the World Beer Cup. Weldwerks, being, quote, dialed in, is a way of life, helping to ensure outstanding excellence in craft beer, service, and beyond. All right. So, as previously mentioned, this is a collaboration beer.
Mm-hmm. With Homes Brewing or Homes Brewery. So they have an FAQ on their page, which is like the only place I can get information about them. They are in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So unfortunately, it's that land up north. But it looks like they've got... it's parking map. Okay. I was like, it looks like they've got a lot of stuff, and it's like, no, that's just all parking places.
Okay.
So what does Homes mean? Homes is meaningful to us in several ways, but mainly as an acronym for the names of the Great Lakes: Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, and Superior. Do you distribute?
Very clever.
Yep. Do you distribute? Nope. We release new cans and bottles throughout the month, sold directly from the Homes Pub and Homes Campus. Follow them on social media for updates, and you can find our sister company's products in our distribution. Ooh, they're the ones that have the Smooge hard smoothies. Some Samo beer, SCMOH, and Cinch vodka spritz. The Smooge hard smoothies is something that I recognize as people in the craft beer community talking about like a year-ish ago.
For like a second.
Yeah.
I think RTDs blew it out of the water.
Yeah, RTDs kind of took over everything.
Took it over, yeah.
They do sell beer to go with growler 750 milliliter bottles and limited cans/bottles available. They usually have 8 to 14 beers on tap, depending upon production. Mm-hmm. Their focus is on hoppy and sour beers, but we venture outside of those styles periodically. So super hoppy beer. They allow well-behaved dogs in the beer garden, outside seating.
Hear that, Zoe?
Well-behaved. See at Dogs of Homes for some of our furriest patrons. Do you have food? Quote, hell yeah, end quote. They have Asian-influenced street food. They do have TVs for local sports and major sporting events. They do not take reservations. They're fast casual dining with open seating.
Okay.
But you can book an event if you fill out a form.
Okay.
And do you have gluten-free alcohol options? Yes. They have Smooge hard smoothies. And spirits and wine and cider. And RTD, which is Cinch.
All right. That's an interesting way to do an About Me page.
Yeah.
All right. So Michigan and Colorado, I guess.
Yeah.
Weldwerks seems to be someone who collaborates quite a bit.
Yeah, they do. I mean, it's a good way to get your name out there, especially if you're like looking to get, like, maybe not necessarily like get into other markets, but like let other markets know that you exist.
Yeah.
Because I know like there was a thing for a while where it was like, we're going to come into Cincinnati. And then they're in Cincinnati for like 6 months. And everybody's like, this is great for like the first 2 months. And then they stop buying their beer because they're like, I'm going to go back to my normal beer. It was awesome that I could get your beer for a hot second, but now I don't care.
Yeah.
And then they disappear.
As an IPA, though, this is really, really good.
It is.
And
it's so smooth. It doesn't like stick to your tongue.
No. And if I had to drink an IPA, I think I would, I guess it depends on my mood, but hazy IPAs are typically okay.
I would say that I'd still stick with what I said earlier this month. The Dippas and the Tippas are more your speed because the hops, like the dankness of the hops isn't as forward. You get more of the fruity. And so it's not as
I got a lot of the hops
pungent
at first, but as I drink it, the bitterness kind of goes away.
And part of that could be that 8% talking as well.
Yes. It kind of does change as you drink it more. So the more and more you drink it. So, which I don't typically notice as much in other IPAs. Usually it's always looking at Christmas tree.
Yeah, it can be. What was that one beer that we used to always drink that was basically like a Christmas tree?
Sierra Nevada.
Probably. Or no, Breckenridge. No.
It was. I thought it was Sierra Nevada's.
Maybe it was.
Holiday Ale.
We argue over this. No, they had it on draft at Club, which was surprising. But like it tasted like a Christmas tree. We argue about this like every year because we can't remember. Sleigh bells. I need to get in more bells.
More bells.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to say about this beer?
It's really juicy. It's really delicious.
Really juicy, really delicious. Yeah.
I still kind of want a piney beer. Mostly because like Mad Tree's Spruce Tips beer is supposed to be like the best IPA in the country. And I have not had it yet.
I mean, they're not that far away.
They're not. We can go visit. If our schedule allows.
Is that a seasonal thing that they do?
It is. It's a very seasonal thing that they do.
So do they not do their holiday one?
They have a holiday beer. This is like a holiday IPA made with spruce tips. Last year, it was somebody said it was the best IPA in the country. And then everybody's like, we want this beer. And they're like, it's seasonal. I don't know what to do.
So is it available?
It should be now. I would think so.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Holidays. Yeah.
Okay, I recognize that. I have not had it, but I recognize it. No, I don't typically go for the IPAs, but I do need some Great Lakes. I still need that. I still need to watch Christmas Vacation. So there's that.
We do need to do that. They don't have holidays on draft in the Oakley tap room right now, according to
their website.
Yeah. But they do have some more Gratitude, which is pretty tasty. That's their some more stout.
I don't know why we're talking about Mad Tree.
Spruce Tips. Hoppy. Sprucey beer.
Okay, so that's what you want? You specifically want a Mad Tree?
No, I specifically want like a sprucey kind of hoppy.
Like a spiny.
A piney.
Piney. Spiny, piney.
Spiny beer. What was that? I don't want to know. Marco, tell me what a spiny beer would be. Tell me.
I meant piney.
I know what you meant.
Yeah. So,
but I want to know what it is now.
I'm just going to cut that out. So
don't do it.
I'll do it. No context. Is there anything else you would like to say about this beer?
I love collab beers. I love it when breweries collaborate. You shared the information. I mean, it's the land up north. They use their hand to tell you where they live. I mean, I'm sure it fits like a mitten because Michigan mitten, but
I don't get it.
In Michigan shaped like a mitten. They point to their hand to say where they live. Like, this is Detroit, I think. And like,
it's shaped like a mitten.
How have you not heard? How long have you lived here? How have you not heard this?
I just forget about Michigan, to be honest.
You too.
I know it's like in two parts.
It is. There's the UP and the LP. This is the LP. This is the Lower Peninsula.
Okay.
And so the Lower Peninsula is shaped like a mitten.
So you stabbed me in the back and became a Xavier fan. Are you also
a Xavier alum.
Okay.
A Xavier alum.
Xavier alum. Are you also a closet Michiganer?
No, I drink and I know things. Okay. I retain information.
Retain information. You used to have a plaque that said that. I don't know where it went.
I swear it used to be on that desk. Probably on that desk before we moved, though. It's in the house somewhere.
Yeah, it was a casualty of the move for sure.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since we've been in this house.
I'm still unpacking boxes. One day.
I mean, we're close.
We are getting closer.
Yeah.
Joe can fit his car in the garage, though now I don't know how I'm going to get the snow plow out. No, not snow plow. The snow machine. But it's not a snow machine.
The blower?
Yeah, the snow blower. That's the word I was looking for.
With what snow?
Well, if it snows, I don't know how to get the snow blower out without removing your car. So we might have to reorganize stuff so the snow blower is useful. Now, also, like with what snow, but tomorrow we're probably going to wake up to like a foot of snow because we had this conversation. That's how the universe works.
So tomorrow when this publishes or tomorrow?
Both.
Okay. If you enjoyed this episode, I'm going to close this up. Make sure you
slam that like button, smash subscribe, that notification bell.
And if you're listening on the audio side, make sure you give us that 5-star rating and review. It really helps the show grow and make the show merry and bright.
Oh, honey, we're just getting started.
Just getting started. Okay.
Yeah. Well, most of the chess pieces are in play. You shall see now how they move.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
Holiday spirit.
That's like Ghost of Christmas future spirit, like the creepy one from the Muppet. I don't know if is the creepy one is that just a Muppets thing that he's creepy.
I think a little bit, but so initially he was supposed to talk and he was supposed to have a face, and I think he was supposed to be like a little bit silly. And then they were like, you know what? Actually, we don't like this. We're just going to make him not say anything and not look like anything.
He looks like death.
Yeah, he looks like he's like his face isn't going to have any kind of expression. It's just all going to be like the general move of the puppet. And then you've got Gonzo and Rizzo who are like, you're on your own, kids. We'll see you at the finale.
At least they acknowledge that it's kind of creepy, kind of scary.
Well, at the beginning of the movie, like, I want to say it's right after the door knocker. Rizzo looks to Gonzo and he's like, is this too scary for the kids? And Gonzo's like, no, it's culture. They're fine.
The Muppets is a funny show. And it's something that hasn't changed. Like, you can watch the 70s version of the Muppets, the 90s version of the Muppets and the Muppets today, and it's pretty consistent.
Yeah.
It's just mostly chaos. Like
that's the point of it. And
that's
then
the whole point, yeah.
I know we've said this before, but like the reason why the Muppets Christmas Carol works is because Michael Caine treats the puppets like actors. And then the reason why Muppets Treasure Island works is because Tim Curry acts like a Muppet.
It's been a very long time since I thought about that.
We should watch
movie.
Muppets Treasure Island.
I
think we started to, and then like the kids got sick or something, so we stopped.
I had it as a computer game.
I saw a lot of people say that on the interwebs.
It's 3 discs.
That was also mentioned.
Yeah, I don't know why it was 3 discs, but it was 3 discs.
Because it was the 90s. I had The Sims 2, and that was 6 discs.
Was it?
I had to install 6 discs, one after the other in sequence, and then use the first disc so I could play the game.
Oh, you didn't install it with 3 discs.
I installed it with 6 discs. You put in disc 1, you run that. You take that out, you put in disc 2, you run that.
For Muppets Treasure Island, I have no idea what this has to do with anything, but for Muppets Treasure Island, it was like Final Fantasy VII, where the story took 3 discs.
Oh man, that's crazy town.
So you do disc 1, that's part 1 of the story. Disc 2 is part 2 of the story. Disc 3 is part 3 of the story.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't like you had to install it. The game wasn't that big.
Well, I think
to install it was like
with The Sims, it was probably all like here's all the different carpets that you can choose from. But yeah, and then shout out to Marco. We turned this episode about a beer into 25 minutes. And we completely killed the outro. Let's see here. You're at
Craft Parenting Joe on Instagram.
And I'm at Caroline Creates Craft.
We'll see how long this is when I edit it. We'll be back here again for day 20.
Yep. It's getting real close, you guys.
It's getting
And our schedule is getting insane.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We're getting very close to we are booked every single day. But I'm super excited. Brian and Graham's Christmas party right around the corner. Best day of the year.
Oh yeah? Do we have a babysitter for that?
We do. And we're bringing your parents. So we might have a DD.
Okay. Well,
we shall see who we can convince to drive / carpool or whatever.
It's probably going to be me, isn't it?
We can always Uber.
Oh. We will be back here tomorrow for day 20.
Woohoo!
So we'll see you then.